Jerome. We are over here in the downtown core here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And this is your Let's Get Nosy. Great to see you. Nice to have you here on the street. We started a little bit early just because I happen to be in the neighborhood. So yeah, we're gonna head on out to the Trout Lake Farmers Market today. That is definitely gonna be an adventure. It is the opening day of the Trout Lake Farmers Market, and the Trout Lake Farmers Market is like this really cool place that you can go and you can get some really good like artisan craft and types of produce, as well as coffee, as well as you can see food trucks, and there'll be some music there hopefully. So yeah, we're gonna head on over there. It's gonna be awesome. It will definitely be an adventure. But guess what? Before we do that, no swimming allowed. At least not in this fountain on over here. We're over at 1100 Melville Street right now. And you can see the fountain is still empty. So we're gonna head on out, okay? We're just also over by the Hudson Pacific building right on over here too. Hudson Pacific Properties. Huge building in the downtown core here. So awesome. I love this little courtyard on over here. It's quite quaint and just like an awesome little place to chill out today. Nick's like sunny day, yeah. Sunny day, Nick. Sunny day. Great to have you. Nice to have you out here on the stream. Yeah, this little area right here, you can just like sit here, especially now that the weather is like, it's like 10 degrees now, okay? Hooded sweatshirt, see? Hooded sweatshirt. It's 10 degrees now and it's gonna get up to 15, maybe 16 degrees later. That's gonna be pretty impressive, pretty impressive. We get to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Nick is here, Gentle's here too, great to have you. Over here, if you are in the area and you're looking for something to eat, there's two cool places on over here. Manges and Sushi California. I haven't done them on camera yet, so they still are on the roster, but yeah, they're over here too. And then there's a Palette Coffee Roasters literally across the street. Right on over here. It just kind of hides away, so if you don't know where it is, you don't really see it. But yeah, there's a coffee place in there too. And finally, to tip it off, we got flowers. We got flowers. I cannot complain. But let's head on over to Burrard Station, then we'll catch the SkyTrain on over to East Vancouver and head on over to the market, okay? Should be a good time. Should be a good time. Okay, where are we right now? We're at the intersection of Melville and Thurlow. Check this out. This is Melville. That's Thurlow. Look at that right there. Look at that. The mountains just sticking through the city right there. Is that not gorgeous? That is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Just wow. Just reminds me of how like much Vancouver is like integrated literally with like the wilderness. It's literally in and around us, but also surrounds us. So you can technically go to the top of some of those mountains. There's ski hills on top and stuff like that. But at the same point in time, you can also see a bald eagle flying through the downtown Vancouver to get to where it wants to be, especially if you're over by like the Harbour. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. So they're gonna have this like licensed disco party today on over here for the Cherry Blossom Festival. So this really isn't necessarily an event that I might come to, but it's gonna get started at 2 p.m. Usually heats up around 5 p.m. It's gonna happen right on over here. So this should be interesting to see. The transit museum's there, so hold on guys, I thought I had it. So it's gonna happen on over here, the disco party. The transit museum I see is here. This is interesting. We're over by Art Phillips Park, right here. And you can see they're really getting set up for this. This is good to see. VPD's here. VPD, you're awesome. That's awesome. That's exactly what you want them to see. Yeah, so there's like some of the tables and chairs where you're gonna be able to sit and drink and stuff like that. So yeah, should be good. Judge was like, oh, I would love me some coffee. Yeah, we're gonna go get that at the farmers market. So yeah. Hey, good to see you, Brooke. Yeah, it's a beautiful weekend out here. We're heading on over to the farmers market. Oh yeah, so it is a public disco event. So yeah, it's gonna be licensed. But it's still gonna be public, like they're gonna, but there it is, it's a public disco event. That's like a paint by numbers that they're gonna do. And then you can see down here in the Bental Plaza, this is where they're gonna have like the big DJ setup and stuff like that. Looks pretty good, looks pretty good. So if you're looking to have a little bit more fun time with, yeah, down here, there's other options today too. Okay, a little bit later in the day too, like it's going until 9 p.m. Yeah, Brooke, it is gonna be like 15 degrees outside today and sunny. I am stoked. Okay, so the cherry blossoms over here are almost done, but it's snowing cherry blossoms right now here at Burrard Station. I'm just enjoying the small things today. Check this out, look at this. It looks like a fairy tale. Wow. Wow, it's just like all the cherry blossoms just kind of falling down right in front of you. That is amazing. That is amazing. So, and what this is symbolizing, in another week, we're gonna have one more batch of cherry trees go off. So that's gonna be interesting. And then you'll be able to catch like different batches of cherry trees. Ah, so these things are almost done. Almost. We have the super bright, vibrant fuchsia pink ones that are gonna go off a little bit later. It's absolutely beautiful. There's so many people just doing vlogs right now over here. It should be good. So awesome, so awesome. And then what you get when you're over here is you get like these steps literally covered with like snowflakes and stuff like that, but they're cherry blossom petals. I gag, as in, it's awesome. Okay, let's head on over. Here we are over here at Burrard Station. Welcome to Burrard Station. A station named after a person named Burrard. Oh no, wait, it was named after a street that was named after a person named Burrard. It's starting to get a little meta. Okay. So we're down here now in the SkyTrain Station. And we're gonna hop on the Expo Line and we're gonna head on over to Commercial-Broadway station. And that's gonna take us over to the location of the farmers market, because from there we can just head on over to the farmers market. And there you go. I'm doing like a transit hustle right now. Okay, we made it. We made it. That was hilarious. That was definitely hilarious. There's not much to see right now. Like the window's just like dark.
Will open on the right. Waterfront. Passengers requiring an elevator should exit here.
Okay, yeah. Pulling into the next station. So this is Granville Station. So we're over here at Granville Station. And we'll head on over to
Train to Production Way.
We're gonna head on over to
University.
Commercial-Broadway station, which is another 3 stations over, because we gotta go through Chinatown, and then we gotta go through Main Street Science World, and then we end up at Broadway, Commercial-Broadway station. Okay, let's go. Okay, so, yeah, I'm just chilling. Life on the SkyTrain, eh? What can you do? What can you say?
The next station is Stadium Chinatown. Doors will open on the left. The elevator at this station is not in service.
Okay. Here we are. So, welcome to Stadium Chinatown Station. Over here in the Stadium District.
Train to Production Way, University.
So we've gone from Burrard Station now to Granville Station, and then we've come on over here to Stadium Chinatown Station. And the next station we have to go through is Main Street Science World Station, and then the station after that is our location. So it won't take us too much longer. But it gives you an idea, for especially for those people that want to know how long it takes from the downtown core to get on over and into the Trout Lake Farmers Market. We have some beautiful mountains there today. Oh my goodness gracious. Just such a classic view of Vancouver. There's a skate park there too. It's over on Quebec Street. And now we're paralleling Quebec Street. There goes an inbound train to Waterfront Station. Here on the Expo Line, and you can see this building right here. This is where the SkyTrain is actually going to go through. This is the Van City building right on over here. And we're literally going to get through the building. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Are we going to hit the wall? No, because the train tracks go through the building. That's how it's built.
Doors will open on the left. Exit here for long-distance rail and bus services from Pacific Central Station.
That was awesome.
Train to Production Way.
Yeah, so we're over here at Main Street Science World Station now. It hugs Main Street, like if you see out there, out the window, that's Main Street right there. And then it also passed by Science World. So on our side, we really didn't see Science World, but it was there. You can see the mountains also through the window there. Oh, so iconic Vancouver. But howdy, howdy. A few other people have come onto the street, and great to see you here. My name is Jerome Forestwood, and this is my channel, and we happen to be riding the SkyTrain in Vancouver, British Columbia right now as we head on over to the Trout Lake Farmers Market for its opening day. It's been open since 9 a.m. That's what it said on the schedule. When I looked at the website, it was like 9 a.m. because historically it's been open at like at 10 p.m. to 2 p.m. But now it's open at 9 a.m. to 10 p.m., which is interesting. We got a little bit of centrifugal force. The gimbal is fighting with the train. Makes things interesting. But we are traveling on over there right now, and we are literally paralleling Terminal Street or Terminal Avenue here. This is where you have a lot of different like industries that cater to building and housing and stuff like that, as well as automotive. And look at those mountains. Those gorgeous, gorgeous mountains. Like if we just went to the farmers market and just live streamed at the farmers market, we'd lose the whole journey. We gotta mix it all together, turn it into a mashup of an adventure. You get the journey, you get the destination, then you get the wrap up and the follow up afterwards. The whole story, putting it together. And Asif also loves the SkyTrain, so. Husband, good to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Great to have you here. So his husband in the house. And this big street on over here, behind the market on over here, this is Commercial Drive. So there is Commercial Drive right there. That is the drive. That'll get busier later today. Everyone right now is probably heading over to the market.
Doors will open on the left. Change here for the Millennium Line. Exit here for the 99B line.
Here we are pulling into our destination station right on over here. Commercial-Broadway. This is our destination station. As in, this is the station we want to get off at to get to where we're going. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. It's going to take off in a minute. Check this out. There it goes. It's really waiting today. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, I'm not waiting. Sorry, SkyTrain. I'll see you later. Oh, now the door is closed. It's getting a little emotional on us here. There she goes. There she goes. She's going the distance. She's going the mile. She's going the distance. She's going the mile. Okay, let's keep going. So, the Trout Lake Farmers Market is like, it's a place where people go if, for example, they want to support local. Okay? It's also a place where you can go to just have a little bit of recreational fun. And it's also a mix of grocery shopping and a public event as well. So it's a place people can go on a weekly basis that isn't necessarily one of the shops or restaurants that happens to be in the area as well, which is pretty cool to see. Pretty cool to see. So we will be heading on over to the farmers markets. So there's a few ways to get on over there, but really what you want to do is just head on over to Trout Lake. We could have also gotten off at Nanaimo Street and strolled that way. It's about the same amount of time, 10-15 minutes from the SkyTrain station. So in 10 minutes, we should be over there. We're just gonna stroll down 12th Ave. And yeah, we will be at our destination. And then we'll check out the farmers market. I do want to get the gift, Gentle Flowers said, was I do want to get a coffee. So I'm hoping there's a Mukashi there or Jack the Bean is there. Okay, I really do love a Mukashi coffee though. And then I just want to check out some of the stalls and see what's going on. It's opening weekend. I have no idea. I haven't seen them in a whole year. I've seen some of the vendors at other markets, but at the Trout Lake Market, this is like the iconic East Vancouver market that happens in the neighborhood just below the drive on over here, Kensington Cedar Cottage, where also Little Saigon is, that I was at on our Munchie Mondays when we had the $5.99 dosa special. So $5.99 dosa special at House of Dosas on Davie Street, as well as over on the Kingsway by Kingsway and Victoria Drive. Or no, Kingsway and Knight Street. Sorry, I stand corrected. What a day. What a day. Here we are outside of the Borough, a popular breakfast joint in the area. If you happen to live here, you've probably eaten at the Borough at some point in time. It's definitely one of the things to do here in the neighborhood. And here we are, we're at the intersection of Commercial and East 12th Ave. Look at that right there, wow. Did you see that? Did you see that? This house is coming together, as in this building on over here. Wow. So I've been seeing this building getting built at this intersection for probably a couple of years, but it only took a couple of years to get this thing up. Like, they built this fast. They definitely built this fast. That is a surprise to me, just how fast these things go up now. That's not a criticism. That's me saying, this is amazing. Look at how fast we can actually build stuff if we put our mind to it. Looks like it's gonna be called Ace on the Drive. And they're now selling homes right now, so that is definitely not gonna be rentals. And there's gonna be like brand new stores down there. That's good. They're replacing the old retail space that used to be there with brand new retail space, so we're not losing the retail space. That's cool. In fact, it might be getting better because it's like rebuffed and stuff like that. Oh, check this out. Check this out. I love this right on over here. So you see this from the SkyTrain all the time, but just look at this wall right here. The motorcycles. I just love it. Love it. It's over by this place right here, which is a Szechuan restaurant here on the drive as well. This is a beautiful day. Yeah. That might be an understatement. I appreciate the statement. But yeah, it might be an understatement. It's friggin' beautiful today, guys. It is beautiful. I guess that's what my husband said, so still, it might be an understatement. Let's take another look at some mountains. So we're over by the SkyTrain tracks right now. Look at that. Just look at that. Overlooking the Safeway there. That's just, oh, so gorgeous, so gorgeous. It's like one of those things when you live in the city of Vancouver, okay? You can generally see mountains from some angle, even if you're down at the Fraser River. There's some mountains you can see further south, because we kind of hang, the province of British Columbia kind of hangs over Washington State, or Washington State stretches out underneath the province of British Columbia, as like in the map, the province kind of goes in. I think more on an angle like this. Anyways, you can look at the map and figure it out. But yeah, you can generally see mountains from almost any angle, unless you're like got a fully obstructed view. Like if you're standing right next to a building, you can't see through the building. But it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Like right now, we can't see the mountains, but when we get to an intersection, which gives you a bigger northern perspective, then you can see those North Shore Mountains. And that is just so cool. So cool. But yeah, here we are. We are on East 12th right now. Not West 12th, this is East 12th. Well, East 12th right on over here. East 12th. That person is definitely coming from the market. That market stuff. Yeah, this is East Vancouver on over here. And this is, we literally are in Kensington Cedar Cottage now. We are no longer in the drive because we are south. I don't even think we walked into the Grandview Woodland area. We did get to the drive. We are on the southern side of the drive. But definitely we are always in the Kensington Cedar Market area because when we got off the SkyTrain that goes to the Grandview Woodland neighborhood, which is where the drive is more popular, we were technically south of East Broadway. So we're in Kensington Cedar Cottage for those people that like to rep that neighborhood. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So yeah, we're right here, we're at Victoria Drive. We got one more little 2-minute block to go. Like that person looks like they're definitely going to the market. And like just a gorgeous, gorgeous day. Oh my gosh. I have just adjusted one of my layers, which means it is getting warmer. It is getting warmer. And it's getting warmer across Canada, so not just here. It's getting warmer everywhere. So howdy, howdy folks, great to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. We're over here right now in the Kensington Cedar Cottage neighborhood. And we are heading on over to the Trout Lake Farmers Market. So great to see you, nice to have you on the stream. Okay, there's some cherry blossoms down the laneway here, but I'm gonna head down the street just so that people know. Laneway, I just want people, if they're watching, to know where they're going. At least then they know the major streets. Unfortunately, you can't buy trout there, but the name stays. That's Trout Lake. That's not Trout Shop. But true. Actually, you might be able to buy trout there. Blue Comet Fishing's there. Oh my goodness gracious. This is a community garden the last time I was over here, which was probably in the summertime. At the Trout Lake Farm. I think we did the Trout Lake Farmers Market and then we went to Taiwan Fest after, my husband and me. But we're over here at Semlin. Check this out. Look at that. This is new. Look at that crane there too. This thing's gonna be huge. It's not gonna be super, super huge. Like, look at this right here. This looks like the design right on the side of the building. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Because I'm counting the ground level too. Yeah, so that is 2776 Semlin. Wow. That is gonna be, that's gonna be a church. This is literally gonna be the new church. So this is where, was there a church here before? I'm gonna have to go back and watch my old videos. I wonder, there might have been an old church here. I do remember a church being closed, but I'm not sure if it was this neighborhood or another neighborhood. Wow, so they're gonna build a whole brand new church there. So a 5-story church. That's awesome. Good on them. Good on them. So we're on Semlin right now. And up ahead of us is John Henry Park, also colloquially known as Trout Lake Park. So, because Trout Lake's there. But Trout Lake is a much more official name for this park than, for example, if you consider Guelph Park, which has the name also of Dude Chilling Parks. So. Just making sure I don't die as I cross the street. There's no sidewalk here. At least on this street right here. There is a sidewalk here, which is over on East 13th, which is interesting to see. So yeah. Be careful. Just as my husband puts that in the chat, I'm saying the exact same thing. Guys, this just shows you the reality of living in Vancouver. My husband's concerned about my safety crossing the street more than he's concerned about the person that happened to have horrible addiction issues that didn't cause us any problems at the corner of the intersection we crossed when we walked out of the SkyTrain station. You know where his fears really lie. You know where his fears really lie. Wow. Wow. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Literally echoed what he was saying. I want to go check out those cherry trees later. We're right here at Trout Lake now. This is Trout Lake Park right here. The farmers market is over there. We're gonna walk the trail though. You can walk across the grass. Look at that, she is busy. Oh wow, I think I zoomed in too much. It gets harder to keep it stable the more you zoom in. That is busy. Wow. Wow. We'll get into the shade here. I'll show you a little bit of the lake too. So there is a lake on over here. This is actually, this area used to be predominantly wetland on over here. So I'm not quite sure if it was a swamp or a bog or if it was just, you know, an area that was just perennially or annually wet. And they have a lake on over here too. That's over here in the area. And here is the lake right here. This is Trout Lake. You can see a number of people just kind of chilling out here and over there. You can see over here where there's a little bit of flooding. This is really where you start to realize that it really is a wetland area. And along the sides of the park, look at that right there. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. That is Trout Lake Park right on over there. And that's one of the reasons that they have the farmers market over here. It's just such a quaint experience that you can always expect to happen, rain or shine. And believe me, it happens during the rain. Rain does not slow down in Vancouver, right? So like go to the market and then just chill by the lake. Is not like the quintessential Vancouver vibe. And people know that sometimes they might be paying a little bit more for some of the items that are over here. They also know that some of the items are supporting local or they're gonna be of higher quality, but yeah, definitely. And that's why they gotta charge more, so. But you can see like right on over here, here's the mud right here. How loose this mud is. This is all around here. They actually have yellow signs that say don't walk on the sides of the lake right on over there because there's actually dangerous sinkholes, like quicksand on over here. It's just fascinating. But look at that right there. Just remind you you're in a wetland. And that's one of the issues that BC YouTubers like Sebastian, who's a real estate agent, talks about when he talks about East Vancouver. He loves East Vancouver, okay? But he also like mentions those types of things. It's kind of important to remember if you are choosing to live on over here or have a home or, you know, even in one of the new apartment buildings or condominiums that are starting to dot this area right on over here. It's just the fact that a lot of this is built on like a very wet area. Very, very wet area. There's one more shot of the lake for you. And it's gorgeous. There's literally a beach on the other side too, which is an absolute chill out point. There's sand on over there too. There's like a nice beach end over here, but this kind of sits more as a doggo park on over here. This is where you bring your dog. You could chill out over here too. People chill over there all the time without even a dog because it's a very cool spot to sit. But no, that's where the dogs are. That's where the dog owners go. I wonder if it is designated as a dog park. It probably is. Yeah, it is. There's a sign up ahead of us. I'll show you the sign. Yeah, let's head on over to the market. So here's the market. Right on over here. The Megaphone always is selling their calendars on the way on in. If you want to support the downtown east side, that's one way you can support them. So yeah, this is an off-leash park right on over here. Okay, very, very cool. My only concern is like, if you need a dog that needs a closed-off area, this is not a closed-off area. So if your dogs want to run and run and run, you might want one of the fenced-off areas, and there are the fenced-off areas, but this is definitely an awesome dog park. Those doggos love it. They love it. This is awesome. So there you can see they have a bike valet over here too. They do have staff on over here that are watching it. I don't know if they're like staff or if they're volunteers, but they're here and they do an awesome job. So, but here's the farmers market right on over here. Check this out. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious. This place is bumping today. Of course it would be. Of course it would be. Hey, buddy. There's like a dog's like right down below me and stuff like that. So Warmfield Flowers currently is selling flowers on over here from Abbotsford. It looks like tulips. They're literally selling tulips. That is awesome. That is awesome. Let me show you, like, I'm gonna ask them first, but let me just show you some of what's on over here. Hi, can I just show you your flowers? I'm on a live stream right now. Okay, awesome. And the sign, if that's okay. Perfect. They're selling right now, so we're not gonna bother them. But here is the tulips right on over here. This is awesome, guys. And $1 for a bunch, $4 for 20 right on over here. So if you want that, like right at the front door, right on over here, they're just selling away right on. And people are like picking them up. Like this is a thing. If you get the flowers from on over here, people love it. People love it. Nick, it is literally packed. Look at this. Look at this. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is so good, so good. Okay. So there's like food items here too that you can get and stuff like that. So it's all over the place here, guys. They're making some like crepes right on in there. Look at that right there. Just working away, making it looks like a savory crepe because there's definitely some cheese heading on down there right now. That looks like the breakfast one they're made because that's like I got the aged cheddar right on over there. So yeah, guys, there's some things that are like a deal when you're on over here and this is at the farmers market. There's some things that are a little more expensive, and then there's other things that are just high, and a lot of that is just based on like higher quality, smaller batches that are being made. All those different types of things that are really important for the people that are on over here in the area. This place is packed. It is literally packed. Literally packed. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We're gonna head up on over, okay? I'll show you a little bit more as we're passing through the way here. Okay, look at that right there. There's Frostbauer right there. Look at that. Look at that produce right there. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. Look at that. Wow. Wow. So much like good root vegetables here. So much good root vegetables. Okay. So it's $4 a pound. That is interesting. Are they breaking it down into by pound bags? I'm gonna drop my camera down right now, guys, for a sec, just to check it out, see what's going on. So 10 buckies for the organic carrots on over here, and then $4 for the other ones. They got rainbow carrots on over here too that Asa would absolutely have a hoot and a holler cooking with on over here too. So that looks good. That looks good. So yeah, there's options here. I'm actually shopping. I'm doing a little bit of shopping right now too, guys. So I'm keeping an eye out for what I want. So yeah, if you want organic, Frostberry is definitely doing that. We got the Dunderave Olive Company on over here too. Carrots can't be, yeah, so Asif has some rules for what he chooses to purchase and stuff like that. So when he says carrots can't be over, wow. Can I show your buns? Okay. Is it okay if I show your olives too? Go on. Look at that right there. So the bunnies are these bunnies are $5 each, right? Okay, and then you can get 6. And then they have the olives right on over here too. Can I get one bun? Thank you. One of those. I just got a toonie right here.
How long did you guys go?
I'm gonna get a hot cross bun. There you go. Thank you very much. Yeah, you too. We got a hot cross bun. I probably should have just got her to put it into my own hand. She put it into a gorgeous paper bag. Carrots and buns. Of course, Nick. Carrots and buns are important. Gentle, I hope you are well. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Look at this right here. So it's just like a nice little hot cross bun. Looks like they got like it looks like pandan jello, but I don't think it's pandan jello right on over here and stuff like that. Look at that right there. Someone almost walked into me. I was like right in the middle here. That's okay. People get excited. They're looking around right now. I'm doing the exact same thing. Not as heavenly. Simple, hot cross bun. Heavenly. Heavenly. Mm-hmm. 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 Hey guys, good to see you. Guys, come on down here, check this place out. People are just watching me eat right now. Definitely need a coffee. Okay, we're gonna keep an eye out for a coffee right now. This is good though, this is so good. The icing on the top is very nice. And then they got these crunchy like fruit pieces on in here, dried fruit and stuff like that. Very, very tasty. Mm-hmm.
That is a big space. Can you fill it with your tongue? Can you whistle through it? Are you growing another shark tooth?
It's so good. So good. Andy, good to see you. Who else is here? Gabriel, it's good to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Yeah, it is pretty nice today. It's pretty nice today here in Vancouver. That is actually damn good. $2, you get a whole bun. I cannot complain. I cannot complain. Okay. We got some more produce on over here. So I think we should go in here and see what else we can get out over here. So we're gonna drop the camera down right now. And check out some of the stuff. Like, look at this right on over here. So they got Mitsu's, okay. Spartans on over here. Pretty good, $3.99 a pound. It's a little more reasonable. About buck carrots. Small carrot bags, $5. That's not a bad deal. That's not a bad deal at all. We're in the tent. We made our way in. They convinced us to come in here. 5 pounds for 15 bucks. Husband. Look for tomatoes underfoot. He's got so many choices. I don't think we're gonna find that right now. It's root vegetables that are in season. Root vegetables are in season right now. Literally, but we can get some carrots on over here. They're delicious. Check this out. Right? Look at that, 15 buckies for a giant bag of carrots. Don't get carrots, okay. That's predominantly what they have, carrots and apples, and he already has apples, so I guess we're not getting the carrots. But it looks like Clippers is doing a good job on over here, so if you are down with that. And then they have like onions and stuff like that, but Asif can find those over relatively close to where he is in the downtown, Chinatown and stuff like that there. So, but yeah, give me a sec. So yeah, a lot more of like apples, root vegetables, stuff that kind of holds over. And then a little bit of like leeks and stuff like that. That's really what's prominent today. So, if you want like your farmers market merch that's on over here, and if you have any questions, you go to the red tent here, and they'll talk to you and all that stuff. So, just so awesome, so awesome. Oh, we're gonna take a Can't Fancy on over here. We tried their chocolate before. Very good. Very good too. Gary, Nick's like, oh, no carrots? We're not gonna get carrots? No. Nick, I could source organic carrots. That's what my husband's saying. Oh, he's having so much fun. So if you want like spices and stuff like that, Maison, the coat right on over here. Right? Pretty good. Eden Fresh Farms is here too. They're selling arugula and all that type of stuff. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, so like root vegetables is really, there's a lot of carrots here today. A lot of carrots. I'm sure Nick is gonna be excited to hear that there's a lot of carrots here. But yeah, there's not a lot of beyond that here today. Okay? It's just so interesting, so interesting to see. Like if you see it right on over here, okay, this is Paul's right on over here. It's, you got like, you got the cabbages and the onions. I want to see what the onions are. No, the onions are $5. That's not gonna be what Asif wants today. Fair enough. Sometimes you hit a deal, and then other times it's a little bit more expensive. So that's just how it is on over here. But if you want like 15, if you want 5 pounds of carrots, which Asif could use, but he has carrots already, that's a thing. We could definitely get that today. And it would be like a nice, tasty carrot too. So, Kieran, good to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Good to have you here. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's Easter weekend. So anyone who's celebrating Easter weekend, hope you have a happy Easter. definitely something to have. Yeah, but we are over here right now. Howdy, folks. We're over here currently at the Farmers Market here in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I got river and sea flowers behind us here and all that stuff. We got a whole bunch of vendors. This is Hansville, a cattle co-on over here, selling a whole bunch of good wares. And then the maid is on over here too, selling their baked goods. There's their tent right on over here. It is a beautiful, ridiculously beautiful day here in Metro Vancouver. So, a ridiculously beautiful day. If you were looking for somewhere to come, and this is also the opening day here at the Trout Lake Farmers Market. So we are bringing you literally the opening day of the big Trout Lake Farmers Market on over here. Now, there's no one over on the corner here, so I'm gonna show the buns on over here. The buns are done over here. This is like the loaves of bread. There's loads of bread. And then there's like pastry goods on over there too that you can get. But yeah, we're on over here right now. Stapleton sausage. Right on. Oh my gosh, they have samples. Okay. I just want to go on over and just like try a sample. Wow. I was just looking to. Which one's your favorite? The blue cheese one? The pear and blue cheese? So this is the pear and blue cheese. That is really good. That is really good. Sorry. That is tasty. Stapleton is doing something good. And check that out. Yeah, free samples. We got cheese crafters on over here. We're only covering the first side, guys. We haven't even covered the other side yet. Okay. Over here, if you want to get like your chicken products and stuff like that, right in the back of this truck right on over here. This is Rockwell Farms. Okay. That's where you can get your eggs and your chicken products in the area. I'll show you like some of the things that they're advertising on the outside here because they got some clients inside right now. But you can see like different parts of the bird, even some different birds on in here. Okay, all that type of stuff. So pretty awesome to see. Okay. And then there's Morgan's right there. I love Morgan's Harbour. It's a nice hot Jamaican patty for you. And right on over there is the farmhouse. So, we are in luck. Mukashi wasn't here today, but Jack the Bean is. Wait, hold on. Bali Bites is here too. Now I'm torn. Husband, do you need Indonesian, Balinesian samdal or something like that? Okay, do you need that? Do you need any of that? Okay. Okay.
How are you? We're out of ice, just to let you know. You certainly can, large or medium.
Okay, so I think we're just gonna go and get a nice drinky on over here. Okay. We're just waiting in line, just like everyone else. You gotta be patient. You can't rush it. We're great to see you. Thanks. Hope your weekend is going well. Oh, he's talking to Melanie. Good to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Get me the tomatoes and basils for me. Yeah. So if I can't get what he needs here, because it looks like they only got certain things that are in season here right now. Okay. I can definitely pick that up over on the drive or something like that. That's definitely something that I can do. Okay. So give me a sec here, guys. Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, I'm just chatting on a live stream right now. Can I just get a nice little latte, please? Thank you very much. The bigger one. Thank you for clarifying. Okay, guys. Awesome. Awesome. So they're just getting stuff ready right now. Okay. So we're just over at the side right now. We're over at Jack Devine. Here's the food truck logo here. So these guys are usually over here. In the wintertime, they're over at the Riley Parker's Farmers Market, and they're at festivals as well too, which is amazing. Okay, so if you want to come here and get something, so they're coming up. They're gonna serve it soon. I'm getting myself a latte here. I'm just gonna stand out of the way just a little bit here. Awesome. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I got it covered for you. We're gonna pay.
Sure, let's do it. I get it. Yeah. It's okay.
Okay.
It's what it is.
We're good.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
We got it. We got it. And it is epic on over here. Look at the green right here. There's like benches on over here too and stuff like that. This is epic. Like people are just like sitting and chilling and relaxing, and they got their blankets on and everything. That's awesome to see. Awesome, awesome to see. Okay. You see how I'm telling you that this is like more like when you come to the farmers market, it's more than just an event or just a market. It's an event. It's an experience that people come here and enjoy themselves and stuff like that. So very, very cool. I want to catch up on some of the chats here. So I got there. Get yourself a coffee. We're having pizza for Savory Sunday tomorrow. Hasn't announcing that. So, okay. Oh, Christine, good to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Christine's here too. That's awesome. Everyone's hoping Acid streams tonight. Well, there's only one person that can tell us if he's going to do that, and that would be Acid. So just a latte. It's nice. It's smooth. The milk is foamed. This is exactly, and the espresso flavor is coming through. This is exactly what you want on over here. Now, my favorite thing from Jack Devine is actually their Vietnamese iced coffee, but they literally were telling people they were out of ice. And I was just like, okay. They probably sold a batch of them. I sold a big batch of them. So over here, you have the Bali Bites truck on over here. These guys are actually pretty good. What are they selling today? So they got some mee goreng. They got some mee goreng. They got some nasi goreng. They got some dry curry beef brisket and some curry chicken. It's pretty good. So if you want to get your lunch on over here, you can definitely get your lunch on over here too. Definitely something to check out. There's the Bali Bites truck on over there. And then they got the grilled cheese truck right there too. And then finally, like, this is how Disco Cheetah started. So if you see Disco Cheetah in the neighborhood, this is how they started. This old food truck right on over here. That's how they got their jam going. Literally right here. And then they got a storefront and all that stuff. That's just wild. Wild. So you can go to their storefront. I love their storefront on over here. It looks like they're selling the same signature bowls like that I had recently. Or just a couple weeks ago or a couple months, and probably just a couple months ago over on the channel. We went in, we had one of their signature boxes, so probably in like February. Yeah, wow. Wow. Oh, check out the sign. The sign's on over here. Trout Lake Farmers Market. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay, let's head back in. We're going back into the fray. We're going back into the fray. Oh wait, we can grab a quick Jamaican Patty. Hey.
These are amazing.
Do you have like the spicy beef patties ready?
Yes, I do.
Can I just get one?
Yeah, sure thing.
Thank you.
One spicy patty. You are sitting right there.
Appreciate it. Okay, we got it. And they got it set up so that, like, literally, if you have your card set up properly, it'll send it to your phone, or it'll send it to your email, which is awesome. Thank you very much. These are a little bit more expensive than your downtown Toronto Jamaican Patty, but these things are like amped up. Amped up. I'm trying to find like a dry place to just kind of sit and chill for a minute. Love it. That's the problem on over here. Okay, we're gonna save the Jamaican Patty. We're gonna put it in the pocket. It's a little too hot to eat right now, to be honest with you. And we're gonna travel. We're gonna travel with the Jamaican Patty in our pocket while we drink our latte and enjoy the farmer's market. And then when we get to the other side by the lake, we can sit down and enjoy the Jamaican Patty. It should be cooled down by then. It really is. Like, you don't really want to get it like immediately. What? Best bacon ever.
Try it, please.
Okay.
This one here is a hickory maple one.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
We cure for 5 days, we smoke for 1 day.
So hickory maple right in here. So you cure for 5 days?
We smoke for 1 day.
Smoke for 1 day. So there's craftsmanship put into it. I really smell that deep smokiness.
Yeah, right?
Oh my goodness gracious. Can I show the sign to them?
Of course.
All right. So right there, you guys are. Okay, there's your QR codes there too. These guys are a staple. You got a food truck too, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, so we've actually eaten at that food truck. It is fire. So guys, check on Crack On right here. Okay, and they're selling their bacon right now. Thank you very much. They got lemon squares over here at Blackberry Hill. Lemon squares. And they got vanilla bars, which are like an enamel bar, but it's a vanilla bar. That looks so awesome. So awesome. There's beer company and there's a meadery here too. These guys are literally like, this is like East Van staple right on over here, Lupo. So if you happen to be in the area and you want to check them out, they're a really good company on over here. Really good brewing company. I haven't had alcohol for a year, and that's my personal choice, but when I did drink alcohol, they were awesome. And another place that I really enjoyed was the meadery that's right behind here too, Humblebee Meadery. These guys are awesome as well. I would like search out the farmers markets to get their stuff. So very good to see. Very good to see. We got Bowen Islands, Urban Salts right on over here behind us. So lots of different options when you come on into the area. And yeah, specialty sauces and daffodils. It's so awesome. Look how busy it is here, guys. This place is busy. Busy. It is so busy. It is busy, busy, busy. I think more people have showed up since we arrived here. Not less people. Wow. Wow. I want to see what Tall Shadow has. Oh, so they have their they have a funfetti cookie that's actually a heck of a lot of fun. I got caught up in a. There's Tall Shadow behind us there. And it looks like they're selling their breads and stuff like that. So they do like a good sourdough bread with like the nice soury flavor to it and stuff like that. So that's definitely something that you want to check out if you happen to be in the area. The acorn is awesome. What? Awesome. They're selling like this waffle thing. Guys, if you're looking for a place to come on out to, this is definitely one of them. They got ginger shots right on over here. You want some ginger shots? They got ginger shots. They're selling them right there. Okay. There's just so much beautiful stuff out over here. Oh, they got soups and stuff. Wait, hold on. What do I see here? They got like the date cookies and the baklava right on over here too, from super delicious Egyptian halal cuisine. I'm gonna drop the camera down so it's not on the staff, and just be patient because they're just getting someone. They're just serving someone right now. Okay. If these are what I think they are, they're absolutely delicious. And I just need to like, I'm intrigued, and I'm gonna ask if I can show it. And see. And see. They got Dolomites too. Oh my goodness. I'm on a live stream right now. Can I show some of this to people?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, like look at this right here. So what are these called again?
This is dolma.
Dolma, right on over here.
Homemade.
Okay. How much is this right now?
This is $10.
That's $10 right there, okay. And
Like you have date cookies and butter.
and butter cookies right here. And how much is this?
Yeah, this is 12.
That's 12. Okay, awesome. Guys, literally, this is Super Dishes Egyptian halal cuisine, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so if you want to check them out, you can check them out on over here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was good. It looks really good. It was a little above what I wanted to pick, which is fine. When you come to the farmers market, that's what you do, okay? You inquire. Don't just assume. And if it doesn't fit what you want, okay, that's just you choosing what you want to do. You're not being critical or anything like that, but it's definitely something to consider. So. But like this, so I probably wouldn't pay that price for those pastries, but I would pay that price for a gourmet, like there's donuts on over here that look ridiculously delicious, and I want to get one because we're over at Twins Donuts right now. So this is where we are. There's their code. They're just dealing with someone else right now. But I literally, this is more my price point and more of what I want. So when you're going around the market, it's really, you just take your time, figure out what you want, okay? And get what you want. I'm on a live stream right now. I just wanted to let you know. So is it, I'm definitely getting one of these. Okay, but can I show them first?
Sure.
Okay, so which one is your favorite?
Mine?
Yeah.
Tiramisu.
And where's the tiramisu?
That one's this one over here.
This is the tiramisu right here. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, that is, and you have beignets as well, eh?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. I'm actually looking at the Nutella right here.
Yeah, that one's really good.
That one's really good too. Can I get that? Okay, we're getting a donut. And they got square here too, guys, so you can pay with the card if you want. Okay. Awesome, thank you very much.
Great.
Oh, awesome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, have a good one.
Yeah. Okay, we got a donut from Twins Donuts. So we got some food. My hands are getting full. Okay, while you are at the market, it's important to also remember that the market doesn't just do food. There's artisans and crafters here too, okay? And I would say more like artisan crafters. So you got the charcuterie boards back here, okay? You have Nancy Ellsworth's beautiful jewelry back here too. So this is definitely, if you're in the neighborhood, like, that's part of the experience. It's literally part of the experience. There's Marie's on over here too. Twins Donuts got to be first. And BC garlic here as well. So if you want, like, they have like different flavors of garlic on over here too. Like, that's the interesting thing when you are here in the area and you are checking it out. Sometimes, like, when you go to like the regular grocery store, you'll get regular garlic. They break that garlic down on over here behind us, the BC garlic, into different kind of flavors and notes and stuff like that. So you can like really fine tune of that type of experience if you happen to be here in the neighborhood. And just down here right now. Wow. Wow. Bali Bites has got their stall on over here too. You can get their sample on over here. Hey, how's it going? I'm doing good. We got some sample at home right now, so that's definitely something to get. And then Madeira Farms is on over here too. They have their chutneys and stuff, and local frozen berries right now, which is their big thing right now. And they'll get more fresh stuff out as the season goes along. The berry trees are just starting to pop right now and produce the berries. And then of course, if you want the quintessential experience right on over here, there is our local maple sugar right on over here, okay? And they make it on the stick and everything too. We've had that before. And Kara's crepes. Kara's killing it today. That is awesome. So the crepe shop on over here. Very, very cool. And then the super, there it is right next door. So that's, let's go chill and have some farmers markets goods, because I got a Jamaican patty in my pocket. I got a donut in my hand with my latte. We're gonna go and sit down somewhere and chill out. And figure out life from there. But great, nice to have you here guys on the stream. It's awesome to see you. Oh, I love this. I'd sit on the dock. There's a dock on over there, but like right at this time of year, it's flooded. There's a nice little dock on over in that corner there too, though. When it's the water level's a little lower, it's a nice place to chill. So, what a beautiful, beautiful place on over here. We could even head on over to the other side of the park where there is a little bit more seating. And you could see, I could show you a little bit more of the park and the area as we're heading on over there. Before we do that, I just want to balance the camera for a minute and just make sure I have my wallet in my pocket. Okay, we're good. It's so beautiful here. So, so beautiful. Guys, we are gonna go now and enjoy some goodness from the farmers market on over here. just sit down and enjoy some awesomeness. And that is gonna be fun. That is gonna be fun. Oh, there's a group of people getting up right now.
So we all connected now.
Oh, wow. Oh, this dock is actually pretty chill to sit at right on over here. Check this out. Look at this right here. Oh, there's some benches over there. I want to go to those benches. Head on over to some benches. And then enjoy our food here at the Trout Lake Farmers Market. And currently right now we're in Trout Lake Park. Is this place not beautiful enough? Love it. Love it. Oh, those benches are in water. Then where do we sit? That is the tricky thing right there. Look at that. Even the benches are in the water. Oh, Nelly. Okay, we're totally going to the other side. We're totally going to the other side. There's like logs you can sit on at the other side of the beach. Loving it though. I love coming to Trout Lake and just chilling out. Is this whole area? This whole area is an off-leash dog park. We literally have signs here saying that. That is wild. That the whole place is an off-leash dog park. I'm like somewhat gobsmacked by that. So literally, you could bring your dog right here. You don't need a leash, right here. That is cool. That is cool. I'm sure the doggos love it. I'm sure the doggos love it. So awesome. People just chilling out here. Just chilling and billing. And billing and chilling. And there's some benches right there. Look at that though, it's on a slope too. Wow. Wow. It's like the bench is literally like sinking. Literally sinking. So awesome to see you guys. Nice to have you here on the street. It's like an entire family just having a picnic on over here. This is so typical Vancouver. Look from here, you can see like the ski hills here too. That is awesome. That's awesome. So we're just heading around the park right now. And over to the other beach, right, to show you. Oh, check this out. So, like, some people don't necessarily believe me when I'm talking about this sometimes. But if you are over here in Trout Lake Park, is Papa Smurf here? A fly just went in my mouth. Papa Smurf, good to see you. Yeah, I got a little bit of protein there. Been hiding in the background. Good to see you. Yeah, we're out and about. Lynn, good to see you too. Nice to have you here. Okay, when you're at Trout Lake, They literally have these signs. Danger, deep mud, keep out. That's for reals. That stuff's like quicksand. And like, if you see right on over here, okay, so deep mud, keep outside. That stretches right on over to the edge right here. This is all like a little wetland around it too. So it's good for the duckies because they can float on water. Okay, but humans, if they get their feet stuck in there, that can start to suck you down and into the thing. So that's not necessarily what most people would want to happen. So just a note, if you're happening on over here, just to think about that when you happen to be in the area, especially at this time of year where it's a heck of a lot wetter. A heck of a lot wetter. Okay, so there will be some logs and stuff that we can chill out on over here on the beach, so that'll be good. We'll head on over to the beach right now. Here's more of the park. There's our backup seating by the baseball diamond. And we have some gorgeous cherry trees in the background there. Cam, good to see you too. Yeah, I just saw Papa Smurf pop in. It's good to see you as well here in the neighborhood. Cherry trees are everywhere right now here in Metro Vancouver. Like, not everywhere, like literally there would be a cherry tree here. But they're all over Metro Vancouver. Some of them have already burst, some of them are still bursting. So there's a whole mixed bag of what's going on, but it's absolutely awesome to see. Absolutely awesome to see. Oh, Nick is getting a hoot and a holler right now. He's definitely getting a hoot and a holler. Okay. We have acquired some seating. We are good. We have acquired seating. We have a benching. We have a benching. People are lining up in Metro Town for the Hello Kitty compass car. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that. Yeah, that's definitely not going to be me. But that is definitely a hot Vancouver commodity right now. So Christine, like, no joke, it doesn't hurt to throw that into the chat. Like, that is definitely something that a lot of people are going to be interested in. But for me, I'm more interested in just having a little bit of lunch right now. I got a Jamaican Patty that was sitting in my pocket here from Harbour, from Morgan's Harbour, right on over here. These are giant gourmet Jamaican patties. And then I have a nice little donut on over here. Okay, and that's from Twins Donuts. And then right here, we got our latte that we got from Jack the Bean. And just so awesome just to be here in the neighborhood. So, if you haven't seen this, I love these. These are Jamaican patties. Okay. In Toronto, they'd sell these for probably about $3 to $4 right now. Maybe $5. Like, this is more of like on the equivalent of, because Jamaican patties were started in Toronto, and that's my hometown, and we do have a bit of a Toronto fan base, even though I'm located here in Vancouver now. This is just awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, I have just finished my breakfast, aka lunch as well. Ah! That's good to hear. So this Jamaican patty here is more like a crumbs, okay? So a little bit more expensive, a little bit more gourmet for our Toronto fans than if you're getting something a little bit cheaper, like if you happen to be on the TTC subway or something like that. So, you know, that's what it is. And they are very, very good. Very, very good on over there. See how it's flaking off? I'll be able to show you more of the meat when I'm a few more bites in. Okay, I can't really show you the meat right away, but I will get to it. So there's the meat sandwiched in these flaky layers here. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's got a nice little subtle heat. So if you're looking for the heat, that's why I asked for the spicy beef from Morgan Harbour's. So, when you get a Jamaican patty, what you want is this level of ooziness that's coming out of it. You don't want it to fall out of it. But you also want it to kind of come and be prominent here. You can see how the beef is just kind of coming on up. Oh. Nice beefiness, delicious flavor. Now, Jamaican patties over here in Metro Vancouver are more expensive than if you see them in Toronto or even over in Calgary, Alberta. And the reason is that we have a very small population for the Jamaican community here. It is here, but it is not as prominent as, for example, Asian, which is we have an entire Pan-Asian community on over here. And that's also just because we're here on the West Coast and we're further away from where Jamaica is and all that type of stuff. So it's interesting to see across Canada where different foods become more prominent or more prevalent. Over here, okay, in Vancouver, unless I'm going to a place like Rhythm and Spice, or I'm going to the Rise Up Cafe, or even stopping by Papa Roti, which is a Malaysian chain, you know, this is what's happening right on over here today. I'm traveling with Steve Van City, coming to the Cherry Blossom Festival later. Are you talking about over at the disco? I heard that there's one happening on over at the disco. The disco's doing that. Okay. The Compass cards are sold out. See, Vancouverites nerd out over this. Okay. This Hello Kitty thing, it's not necessarily about getting a Compass card. It's about getting something like, this is why Christine was gagging about it too. And gagging in my term is slang for awesomeness, so that's not a bad thing at all. But literally, okay, like niche Vancouver things, Vancouverites love it, and Metro Vancouverites too. So you Burnaby cats, where this card was being sold today, you were probably all over this. And that's awesome to see that they were selling out of Burnaby. So Burnaby people didn't have to go downtown for once. They could get the goods over at Metro Town. Are the cherry trees in Van better than cherry trees in Toronto? Why would I compare? They're cherry trees. There's Sakuras over there. There's 3 different main varieties over here and multiple other ones as well. So it's not a big deal. It's just cherry trees. But yeah, oh, the Dunsmuir one. Yeah. So traveling with Steve Van City is saying the Dunsmuir one. Okay. So very cool. Very, very cool. Yeah, so there's a public disco happening at the Dunsmuir. It's probably not gonna go to that because it's gonna be licensed. Okay. But if I happen to be in the area, it won't hurt to stop by. It definitely won't hurt to stop by. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm not going to promise it. I did say to a bunch of people that I was going to come to the farmers market. So, because it is literally opening day at the Trout Lake Farmers Market, and that place was packed. Oh, this is delicious. This is delicious. So yeah, and it's just interesting to see where Jamaican patties are more prevalent. Like over here, you can get empanadas, Filipino empanadas, or like Latin empanadas from all the different countries. On over here, super cheap, super cheap. Even okay, for like a few bucks. You can also get onigiri for a few bucks on over here in Vancouver. Okay, but the Jamaican patties are much more expensive, and that's just because there's less of a demand. So when you can find them and you enjoy them, you enjoy them. I would say this, Morgan's does do an elevated Jamaican patty though. It's very, very good. Very, very good. You remember to get the stuff for, I'm not worried about that, Christine, but thank you for reminding me. That is very, very helpful. So Aston wants to get some basil and some tomatoes and stuff like that because he is making some pizza and that's what he needs. Okay? If I don't pick it up now on the stream, I'll just pick it up on the way home. So, but good to point that out. Asif was not interested. Oh, that was so good. That was so good. Yeah, Asif really wasn't interested. He said on yesterday's live stream he wasn't really interested in the Hello Kitty card. He thought it was cool and that it was happening and that other collabs with like DC Comics that happened in the past with Translink. Something like that. So he supports the idea and he knows that they'll sell out, so he's not worried about that. But he wasn't really into getting that. What he wanted was he wanted the Great Western train one. That's what he wanted. That's what he stood in line for. He was like, he got a fob, a TransLink fob. And that was awesome. Just like mine. And so this is my compass card. It's my keychain. That way I have less to deal with. I don't have to go into my wallet and pull it out. And Asif on his keychain has the train, so that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Diamonds, good to see you. Diamonds and Toast. Hello, Jerome. Tuning in from the UK. How are you today? I'm doing fine. Good to see you as well. Nice to have you here. Sean's here too. Great to have you on the stream. Okay. Gentle's like, oh, Gentle is so nerding out over that. Yeah, I got the Captain Canuck West Coast Express train, you mean? No. He just got the regular West Coast Express. There's a Captain Canuck West Coast Express train? Okay, I want to know more. Because another thing that Asif has really started getting into is like the old school Canadian comics. So he's starting to learn about Captain Canuck and stuff like that. So very cool. Very cool. And he's got a lot of different names floating around his head, so he doesn't remember right away. That tells you, yeah. But he like bought like this comic book because it looked cool. I think we were at like we were at the Pleasant Festival last year, which is run by the Mount Pleasant BIA on Main Street. And we picked up a comic book there, either that or the Car Free Days. This is why Car Free Days is important, because we actually spend money at Car Free Days and we support local businesses here in Vancouver. So Car Free Days is really important for local businesses. It's a little bit of an outreach. They get a stall on the street because they own a shop on the street, or they decide to participate as a vendor from an area outside of the area, but they pay for their stall. Okay, so, and then they get to create awareness about their businesses. So Asif literally got a comic book that had brought in these historical archival comics from across Canada from the wartime, and we bought that book, and some of the money went back to the vets and everything like that. It was veterans, so it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. No, the Captain Canuck is just a regular card. That's still cool. That's still cool. I heard that too. So that's almost kind of like the Hello Kitty card that happened here today. So here's our donut right on over here. This looks delicious. And this is Nutella, and it looks like pretzels on top. And then there's a cream filling that I haven't even got to yet. Okay, diving into the cream filling. Give me a sec. This is delicious. It's kind of like some kind of like pretzel crumb on top here. Like it literally looks like Nutella and pretzel on top. But like, look at this cream right in here. Look at that. Let me make it ooze out. Look at that cream right there. That is delicious. That is delicious. And when I take my hand off of this top here, I'm not getting it covered in Nutella. That's when you know the covering and the topping's not like flaking off like super or anything like that. That is a good donut. That is a good donut. Oh, wow. Look at that. Just flowing. Like, it's oozing out of there. Like, it wants to come out. It was like trapped inside. The chocolate cream feeling. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, a coffee flavored one would be cool too. I think they might have had one there. They had Oreo. They had a bunch of them. I'm gonna have to go back and check now. I want to try the Oreo one. The tiramisu was her favorite, which is awesome to see. This one was the same price, but the tiramisu looked delicious too. Delicious too. Mmm. Mm. Oh my god. Like, if you watch my stream from more, you know I love a good donut.
Last time I was in there, I was pretty short, but yeah, it seemed like it was very deep. I don't know.
And one of my favorite shops, that was cream-filled donuts. They do it like Korean and Japanese style. Okay. Uni, over on Robson Street, near Robson and Denman Street. But this cream in here from Twins Donuts, this is absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. That is just so good. That is just so good. Wow. Okay. We got some garbage. We can chill out here for a minute. Like, literally, check out this view. Like, you got a nice little side view right on over here of the area. That is so awesome. And the park on over here today is just a vibe. Even got like these marshy sections that I was talking about, where I was like nerding out a little bit on over here. There's a duck that's floating around in there as well. That is so awesome. Let's throw out the garbage. And then I just want to show you like this like epic little beach back here that is just hidden on over here. Like there's just this epic little beach like right on over here that people can chill at. They don't recommend you swim here, but there's still a beach that you can play on. So Yeah. That's gone. Good to see you. Nice to have you on the street. Yeah, we're over here right now at Trout Lake. We just went to the Trout Lake Farmers Market. I just tried some food from the Trout Lake Farmers Market too. It was delicious, by the way. It was absolutely delicious. So yeah, definitely having a good day. Great to see you. Nice to have you here on the stream. So awesome. Okay, we're by a garbage can. So I forgot about the mountains over here. I forgot about the mountains. Hold on. Look at that. Look at that. Wow, there's like great blue herons down here too. Wow. Look at that. Is that not epic? That is epic. That is so epic. Wow. Just wow. Oh, I think that's like a pimple I popped. That is awesome. I can't say anymore. Like, this is like such a cool little spot to come to. I love me a little bit of Trout Lake. A little bit of Trout Lake for you. A little bit of Trout Lake. Look at that. Christine's like, take a picture. Is everything you can see in Vancouver when the weather is super nice? It is everything you can see in Vancouver when the weather is super nice. That is what Christine is saying. Like, literally, the weather is super nice today. We're not gonna lie, but look at that right there. Wow, look at this mountain right on over here. Look at that. I think that's the two sisters as well, or the two lions, if you aren't talking colonizer settler speak, but yeah, the two sisters right on over there at the double peak. Wow. That must be gorgeous in the evening as well. It is. It really is. And then the cool thing is that you can literally see the ski hills at night, but then it looks like they're floating in the sky. So it looks like an episode of One Piece with Skypiea and stuff like that. It is just so epic. So epic. Oh wow. I'm gonna sit down at a bench on over here and clean my glasses just because they got a little dirty. There's a little bit of dry material kicking around on over here in the air right now. And pollen, a lot of pollen from the trees. So it's good to clean your glasses every once in a while, at least for me. So we'll do that. This is awesome. Yeah, there's a little bit of like pollen there. The trees are doing their thing, spreading their gifts, getting ready for the season. Jack the Bean, very good. It looks like the trail over here on this side is literally flooded out. So I think we'll head back that way. Okay. And just go back from where we came, and then I can swing by the grocery store and pick up some of the items that Asif needs. Over by the SkyTrain Station. So let's go, but before we do that, let's soak this up one more time because this is freaking ridiculously beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Is that not wild? That is awesome. That is just gorgeous. That is just gorgeous. I just love this. I love it. And they look different from over here than they look at other places. That's the thing. That's the thing. That is amazing. I love Trout Lake. I love Trout Lake. Okay, we're gonna head back to the garbage can because we just finished the latte. There is like a little field center on over here. Okay, the washrooms are open and stuff like that. There's a change room in there too. That is not open. That still has a deadbolt on it. But they do open the washrooms. So. Throw out the garbage with the gorgeous view of the mountains right on over here. Oh my goodness gracious. I cannot say no to that. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. So we'll just head back past the market. And then up and over to the drive. Shouldn't take long enough. Well, great to see you. Nice to have you on the stream here. We can look at this right here. There's some duckies. Let's see if we can see the duckies. Oh, that's a couple. That's a mallard. They're definitely kind of just feeding right now. That is so cool. There's his girlfriend. Or wife. One of the two. I think those divas knew they were on camera. The way they moved. So yeah, this is definitely one of the places that you should definitely come to if you want to enjoy yourself and have a good time. And this is a place that's going to be the farmers market is going to be the farmers market's going to close soon. It's 37 right now. It closes at 2, but literally from 9 and now until 2 p.m. you can come on over here on Saturdays until the end of October. Enjoy a farmer's market. Come on down to this beautiful park on over here and like sit at the other side of the lake, taking the mountain views, eat some of the food from the market. Like, this is cool. And this is such like a nice little chill vibe. And you can see there's people all around us. It's not super packed, but it's busy. And the reason it's busy is because of the market that's on here today. It brings everyone out to the yard. Just like they're liked and everyone else. They're liked and everyone else. so the people come to the farmers market. Wow. Wow. Conan, good to see you. Where's the husband? Husband has things to do. I think the husband was on the stream because he can like be on the stream when he has things to do, but he has things to do today, so. Yes, he has been scheduled. It's like this giant fan. This is like a normal sight in Vancouver. You'll see that in parks all over Canada. Okay, with families that come on out to the park, kind of just spend their whole day at the park and chilling out with other family members, having a big old picnic and stuff like that. More prevalent around the Pan-Asian community, but people from all different types of backgrounds will do that. Another good place to go and bring your family for a picnic if you have a large family and you want to do that. Or it can be family and friends too. Like I guarantee you at Jonathan Hodges Park or Duchillian Park right now, Guelph Park, also over here in Vancouver, there's probably like groups of younger adults all sitting together at those parks just having a nice picnic right now. It's just so quintessential Vancouver. Oh my gosh, Sleepy Grandpa Joe! Long time no see! I have no idea who you are, but good to see you. That's just because there's so many people that come on the stream right now. It's Ivan. Okay, I still have no idea who you are, but good to see you. Why? Because there's a lot of people that come on the channel now. And great to have you. Nice to have you here on the stream. Yeah, guys, there's some people that I'm gonna remember, like Nick and Christine and Kieran and Lynn and Justin. Okay. And because they're regularly here. And there's a few others too, so sorry if I'm missing you. Okay, but if you've been away for a while, I might not remember. Like Papa Smurf I'm gonna remember, but for different reasons. S. Con, I'm definitely gonna remember S. Con. I haven't seen S. Con for years. So, or like Mark and Robert and Manuela, so, Brooke, Cam, Ziggy, yeah. So like there's a lot of people that I remember, but yeah, there's a lot of people that come in and out of the streets too, guys. So don't be afraid, because we have grown quite a bit as a community. And if I can't remember your name right away, just remind me, okay? And it's great to see you here. Nice to have you here. You should take your husband to the hockey game for a stream. Okay. Public broadcasting a hockey game that is already publicly broadcasted and has special licensing agreements as sounds like a great idea, but infringes on their copyright. And I would probably run into some issues. So, but if you want to do it, go right ahead. I think that would be awesome to see someone else do it too. Yeah, it's just there's certain things. The reason we often go to free public events and stuff like that is because that's where that's where we're still public. Okay? And I know of a giant sports arena, they're not gonna want, if they're already broadcasting it on TV, they're not gonna want me live streaming in there. That's their intellectual property. But not a bad idea. But I do need to just let you know that, just so that if you got any other ideas, you can find, it helps you figure out what to recommend if you got something. So definitely a good recommendation, but yeah, not gonna happen. Andrew, great to see you. Nice to have you. Hi, Jerome. Great sunny day today. Yeah, we went out to Tawasin Mills to check out the new. There's a 1,800 square foot Muji at Tawasin Mills. That's ginormous. That's ginormous. Are you serious? That must have been quite the spectacle. Quite the spectacle. What's on the menu for dinner today? I'm not sure. Husband definitely would know. Husband would definitely know if he's figured it out. I just had kind of a brunch with you guys. I realized when I showed up here, I got so excited for the market that I totally forgot to eat breakfast. But yeah. When that happens, I was like, the market just opened. Oh yeah, they're starting to wrap up. You can kind of tell when you start knowing about the market. They're starting to pack away their stuff and stuff like that. They're not closed, they're stalled. So if you still want to buy something, and it's not 2 p.m. yet, you can. Sometimes they'll still sell you it. Yeah, you got 15 minutes. They'll still sell you stuff after 2 p.m. because they want to make a sale. But yeah, like the flower truck on over here is like packing up already. There's another car back here that has just packed up. So there you go. It's still busy in there. Hold on, my gimbal went all over the place. Check this out, it's still busy. It's still busy. That is wild. That is wild. And like, when the Trout Lake Farmers Market starts, like this is really another, there's several different markers to kind of demarcate when like the real nice weather starts to come in. When the Trout Lake Farmers Market opens, it might be a rainy day, but you can guarantee you the weather is probably gonna be around 8 degrees, okay? And today it's already starting to creep up to like 14. It feels like 14 or 15 right now. Okay, that's probably refill because my phone says 12 degrees. That's still warmer than what I have normally felt. So that is wild. That is wild. But yeah, so we are over here now on Lakewood Drive, and we're gonna head on over to the Grand Valley Parkway, which is a bike and walking path, and then we'll head on back on over to the drive. And I'm gonna go pick up some tomatoes and some basil on over at the drive. It's gonna be 18 degrees later. Oh my goodness gracious. You know what I wanna do at 18 degrees? Go down to English Bay Beach and film me another video. I love English Bay Beach, I'm just spoiled. It's one of my favorite spots in the city. One of my favorite spots, and because I live in the downtown, it's close too. So, or maybe even like Cooper's Park. That place is gonna be bumping. There's gonna be so many people on the waterfront. That would be such an awesome, just to chill out, you know? Just to chill out. Bring the chef out. Ah! They're like, we won't ask him. I know, but if he shows up all the time to my live streams, then you won't have the craving. He wants you to crave. He wants you to consume. He absolutely loves that you guys love seeing him and the husband banter. Even Gemini is like, Jerome is known for bantering with his husband. I read that, I was like, wow. Wow. So. Should cook a meal for the husband. Ah! Oh, Coden. Coden, if you only knew. So Coden's like, I should cook a meal for Asif. Okay. I'd like you to ask Asif that. Because Christine definitely knows the answer to that. Oh, it's not a bad idea. It's like a very sweet idea, and I appreciate it. But yeah, I am not the chef in the family. I am not the chef. Ah! They have so many Japanese snacks not seen at other stores. So that's Andrew talking about the Muji. That's good to see. Okay. The magnolias, yeah. That's the other thing. When you have cherry trees, you usually have magnolia trees as well, and they are out and they are gorgeous. Andrew's absolutely right. This is the Lakewood Terrace housing complex here. So just a different way to think about housing, like shared, a little more communal. Like you still have your private spaces and stuff like that, but you kind of like live in this community here. We've seen other co-ops in and around Vancouver. There's a very prominent one in Mount Pleasant on the hill, backing the Emily Carr University of Art Plus design. So, but just an interesting way, and I just like it because of the character. It's got like lots of different colors on their buildings. Boo! Hold on, I gotta do it right. Boo! Good to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Boo says hi. Or Boo says hi. That's their tag name. I love that tag name. Ah! There's a SkyTrain. What? Are you serious? Manuel is here? Manuel's from Germany, guys. Oh my goodness gracious. Manuel, good to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Yeah, we went to the market. We were at the market for like an hour. And then we had some food from the market. I went on over to Trout Lake, the other side of Trout Lake where the nicer beach was, Manuela, and had it there. And then we are now heading out of Trout Lake Park and away from the Trout Lake Farmers Market. But it was awesome. It was awesome. So yeah, that's what we did today. We went to the Trout Lake Farmers Market over here in East Vancouver. Very good to see you on the stream. Nice to have you here. Ah! Look at that though. No train on it now, but very cool. Very, very cool. So this is the North Grandview Highway, the Central Valley Parkway for bikes and feet is over here too. It kind of merges with the North Grandview Highway here. So this, I don't think this is the through road. We'll check and see if it is or not. But yeah. And this is a quick, I would say probably 2-minute stroll, maybe 3 minutes. About like a 500 meters or so over to Victoria Drive. But it'll take you right on, it takes you over to Victoria Drive and East Broadway. And then you're right there by Commercial Drive, which is also known as the Drive or Little Italy. The different layers of the city kind of overlap, which is very cool to see. So before it was the Drive, Commercial Drive was known as Little Italy. And originally Little Italy only ran from East Broadway up to East 1st Street to its north. But now it goes the whole length of the Drive all the way from East 14th all the way to Venable Street further in the north. So very, very interesting. And the Drive itself is called the Drive because that is the business improvement area designation where all the businesses on the street kind of work together to brand the area so they can sell more stuff. And it's worked. So it is a smart move. Smart move. Why don't you have a car? Why do I have to have a car? But couldn't. That is probably the most normal question I have gotten when it comes to why do I use my 2 feet to go get around? Why don't I get a car? That tells me, that's so awesome, so awesome. That is not a bad thing. I'm not criticizing you. That's actually a cool, very cool statement. Very cool statement. Yeah, I don't drive. That's why I don't have a car. So, and I do like to get out and stretch my legs. And one of the things that I enjoy doing is just exploring. Seeing how places change over time. And seeing how the city changes over time through different seasons and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's one of the things. So, and that's just me. Also, I'm like Vancouver is so transit oriented that you can get around the city if you do need to travel further distances. And we took the SkyTrain from downtown over here today. Okay, that's much more affordable than having a car these days. So, it's kind of a personal reason because I don't drive. I do drive the work truck for once in a while, but that's the work truck. So I am licensed, but yeah, I don't have a car. And that's just a personal choice. If I ever want to get a car, I can get a car, but I don't. You don't really need it in Vancouver. But if I lived in Ladner over in the Delta neighborhood, I probably would need a car. The other thing is, when you go on 2 feet instead of in a car, you're gonna miss cool things like this. So when I'm exploring, I really, really love this stuff. And again, I'm not criticizing you because that car statement really treats me like a normal human. That warms my soul. Thank you very much. That is so quaint and so cool. So quaint and so cool. There's also a cool sculpture over here. I just got some people over here. So. Hey guys, I'm just gonna film this because this is like epic. Right here. Look at this right here. So this is the other kind of nerdy things that you're gonna miss if you happen to be here in the area. It's just like these cool little sculptures right here. If I was in a car right now, I would not see this. That is wild. That is wild. And it's just someone came on over here, decided to just bring their artwork over here, and you see these pop up all over the city from this artist. So yeah, it is just so cool. So cool. So that's one of the main reasons. What are the other reasons? You miss the small things. So, a car would be more helpful if you're traveling far, I guess. Yes. So a car would be more helpful if I wanted to travel further distances. And there, in that case, there is rental cars that we can get to. So, and car share ride programs like Evo Car and stuff like that. So, those options exist here in the city as well. There's Moby cars. So we're gonna cross the street in just a moment. Okay. Gentle flower. Try and embrace the beauty of the SkyTrain. I love the SkyTrain. There's Victoria Drive, or this is East Broadway right here. Why are you going off the walking path? Wow. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's head to the market. So we can head down this way if we want to head to the market. I think we'll cross the street at least. This right here, this is East Broadway. Of course, we're moving back into one of the central cores on over here. So, plus you have to pay more expensive insurance if you own a car. Yeah, so it's really like, it's a mix of affordability, personal preference, and choice. And that really makes me decide how I want to get around my city. Like, I don't have a problem using my own 2 feet to get around. And that's one of the things. So, but there's nothing wrong with having a car, nothing wrong with paying for it, and nothing wrong with using it. Just don't feel bad if you got a car. So we're on the North Greyview Highway again, right on over here. And this kind of brings you on over to the corner of Commercial Drive and the North Greyview Highway. So that's where we're heading. And this is on the other side, the SkyTrain Station right on over here. And as you can see, there's a lot of single-family homes here in the neighborhood that dominate this area right on over here, especially to the north, but also to the south of Commercial Drive. Commercial Drive, though, when you get to the south of it, kind of blends between single-family homes and more apartment-style buildings. But over here, it's prevalently single-family homes right on over here. There's another magnolia tree that Andrew was pointing out. And this is where the 99 UBCB line chills out. You get on it on the other side of the station, but it chills out on over here. So we have 2 buses waiting right here. And you can see where the bus driver just popped out of that small little building right there. That's their little chill out area. Like, they have a microwave and a washroom and some comfortable seats in this little spot right here. So then they can kind of take a break. There's a certain point in time in Canada, if you work more than 5 hours, you're mandated to take a break. So, you have to take, I'm not sure if it's a 15-minute break or a half an hour break. I think it's like a half an hour break. Especially if you're involved in something like driving a car. It's to keep yourself alert. Okay, here we are, Commercial Drive. Welcome to the drive. We're at the drive. And where we're gonna go is just over there. We're heading over there. Because that is where the local market is. It's the City Avenue Market right on over here. So that's literally where we're gonna go. Oh, the mountains. The mountains at the mountains on the drive. I love it. I love it. That's so awesome. Okay. So this is where we are. We're gonna be out over here. But I'm gonna keep the camera on me right now because we're kind of mixing in with other people. And sometimes people get a little uncomfortable if you put the camera on them. So we're also gonna lower the camera down just a little bit. This is actually not a bad deal at all. So some Roma tomatoes right on over here. That's actually not a bad deal. And then they also have them separate, so you can get them separate right here. Did Joel just come on the stream? 100%. Coden, I just saw your question. Hold on. Joel, good to see you. Yeah, we're over at City Avenue Market right now. We're just picking up some groceries. I went on over to the farmers market, but it was mainly like they had deals there, but it was mainly like carrots and root vegetables right now, just because of the season. They haven't grown a lot of the other fresh vegetables. They're still kind of coming off the truck. Okay. I'm just kind of looking at these tomatoes, wondering what's going on. Yeah, there's like something in there. I kind of want to like go into the shop and check out and see more. You gotta be kind of careful when it comes to tomatoes. Produce looks good. It's just that one, I'm not sure. Like the husband's not gonna cook right away. It's gonna cook tomorrow. Okay, we're going in. Yeah. Oh, I had a Jamaican patty that was delicious. A gourmet Jamaican patty. Joe. And I had also, what else did I have? I had a latte from one of my favorite places, Jack the Bean, which is a food truck. And then I also had that donut from Twins Donuts. It was like this cream-filled, like pretzel-covered Nutella monstrosity of deliciousness. It was really, really good. Really, really good. This grocery store has been around for decades. Yeah, I've heard. I've heard. I didn't know it was decades. I knew they had been around for a while. There's some tomatoes on the vine on over here. Okay, so that's the option here too. So there's a few choices on over here. Yeah, the farmer's market was delicious. Guys, we're running out of battery right now. We're at 2 hours and 16, so I think I'm gonna just finish up outside before my phone dies. Okay, and then I'm gonna go grab the stuff because I think I need to dedicate a little bit more focus to get an ass of the stuff that he needs. So that's not gonna take too long, but yeah, by the time I get it, the phone's gonna be dead. So I'm just gonna stand out of the way on over here. Okay, but yeah, from the drive on over here, guys, great to see you. Nice to have you on the stream. Coden's asking what I listen to. A lot of lo-fi. Lo-fi R&B, lo-fi, the chill hop. One of my favorite YouTube channels right now is No AI Lo-fi. So a lot of I'm a big lo-fi. Like I'll throw a lo-fi girl on YouTube on, and they even have a Bandcamp thing. So yeah, just a nerd for all that kind of like chill stuff. One of my favorite Vancouver bands right now, and I don't know if they're still a band or not, but they released that album, Paper Tiger, has like this amazing album on Bandcamp and then a whole bunch of singles from the same album, which is awesome. Bandcamp is like a website where you can hear independent musicians and stuff like that. And some signed musicians too who put their records on there because it sells and the record deals still make it. Like Urbnet Records is on there that has like Animal Nation and a lot of like the Vancouver hip hop bands here too, like Mocha Only is on there too. So yeah, there's a whole lot. But yeah, no problem. Great to see you. That's so diva. I love it. Ah! Anyways, guys, like I was saying, it is we're down to 5%. Okay, so thanks for coming along today. Just remember to share, like, and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the journey to the market today on over here in East Vancouver. And from the Commercial Drive over here by City Avenue Market in East Vancouver, signing off, Jerome Forestwood. This has been your Let's Get Nosy. Bye. I love that comment from Coda. That's so diva, and I love it. Ah! That made me laugh so hard. Ah!